Western Conference Podcast, your boy Big Body Cisco Mustafa, on location in the 808 state, and we got an up-and-coming artist over here. You got my boy 808 up in the building. How we doing, my brother?
Chilling.
And when I say up-and-coming, you were highly recommended to come on the podcast from my brother Jay Boog. Yes, so he was like, you know what, you got to get this kid 808 on the podcast because he said you the next one. Ooh. So introduce yourself to the Western Conference Podcast family.
What's up, Western Conference? My name's 808. I don't know. I just make music. I make content, and I just be cruising most of the time. But yeah, for here, I guess I'm just gonna explain who I am and fill in any questions that these two brothers might have.
Where you from?
I'm from Makaha, all the way out on the west side.
Hey.
But I've bounced around like most of the west side, like Makaha, Eva Beach, Makakilo, Kapolei, Waipahu. So
all up and down.
Yeah, I claim that side of Oahu. Everybody else, I love you, but you need to stop saying that I'm from where you guys are from because it's gonna create problems eventually.
And what nationality are you?
I'm Samoan and African American.
Got it. Okay.
So not Filipino, not Hawaiian. No disrespect though. I like
everyone's trying to claim you, huh?
Oh, it's just I think it's just a lot of the what is the word? Ambiguity.
I don't even know what that word is, but
I don't know.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah. Nah, I think I just did the haka like too good one time at a graduation. And maybe, just maybe.
And where did you go to school at?
Shoot, this is gonna be a very controversial question, but
here we go.
I graduated Waipahu, still not Filipino though. Yeah.
And what kind of music that you have out there right now? What would you put yourself in? What genre would you put in?
Sure, I'm trying to push the poly pop narrative, like Polynesian pop is what I like to say I do, but we start everywhere, bro. Like my first song was a diss track on my own high school.
That was your first?
That was my first ever song. And then after that, we tried sampling like a pop song, and then we did a lot of rap. But primarily, R&B, reggae, rap, hopefully country in the future. We'll see.
Is that where a lot of your influences come from? Like, what's some of the artists that influenced you growing up?
Shoot, I grew up listening to like KSSK. I was just talking to Big Cole about this too.
Yeah.
So chronic. Shout out Big Cole.
Shout out my brother Big Cole, man.
Yeah, like grew up listening to KSSK. They played everything from Hall & Oates to Kalapana.
Yeah.
Like Akon. You know what I mean? Like we're getting everything.
Mixed plate.
Yeah, mixed plate, exactly. So we're just trying to sample everything right now. And
so like, that being your genre, like you're young. You're a young artist right now. Like what's your future outlook on what you want to do in this game?
Dang, I just want to inspire and I just create a more looser movement in Hawaii. Yeah. Everybody feels too constricted, at least for me, because I don't think you should feel like you have to pursue the reggae. And it's very...
Say that again. I'm a stickler for that. Don't say that again.
Now, because I'm trying to push a reggae project. Yeah. but like, you don't have to do that. You know, you can do whatever you think is fun. I mean, dog, last month I was just in the works with like me and Pilo are trying to put together like a tight little Bay Area project. Yeah. And it's just I got family out in the Bay. Obviously, like if you're Samoan, you have family out in the Bay. But like, you know, I just want to do whatever I think is fun, and I think people in Hawaii, especially kids, should be like, yeah, maybe I'll buy a $20 mic from Walmart and start spitting right now. You know, and that's really the whole goal for at least my musical journey.
Cause shout out Pilo, that's my little brother from the Bay. I'm from the Bay Area as well.
Yes,
so
sir.
When I had seen the video you had did with Pilo, I was like, how did that collab even come about?
Dude, it's all mana, dog. Yeah. Like off the ocean. But I think God's just looking out for me right now because I made a reggae project 2 years ago, and a producer who works with Pilo frequently, like shout out like OMG Kenny, but he heard my music through the reggae stuff. And then one day I was trying to make more Bay Area stuff, but I was like, dang, this is getting kind of tricky. I just shot like a little bat signal on my story, and I was like, oh, does anybody have any Bay Area beats? Kenny slid through with a pack. We made it. I made the demo. Me and my boys went bombing. I posted a video of like the song while we were bombing, and then Pilo saw it from like Kenny's thing. He's like, yo, let me hop on that. Yeah. So it was all organic. It was all cool. And I think that's really what I'm trying to push. Like, let's not overthink the whole music thing. Like, if people like your stuff and you having fun, just come together. And
tell everybody the name of that track.
Oh, that's hella, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hella. That just means to go, you know? And that's what we really want with the project.
Because like you just said with social media, like it seems like social media is a big part of how you promote your music or promote yourself in general.
Yeah, I grew up on Niga Higa and Smosh and a lot of like the dumbest stuff on YouTube. Yeah. So, I mean, primarily, I want to make films and stuff when I'm older, but right now, like short form content is the best way for me to flex like the skills I obtained when I was in elementary school.
And speak on that. Short form content, I mean, that's key right now. We were talking to a lot of the artists we talk about, but content is key. But when you talk about short term content, for those who don't know what that is, explain that to the people what that is.
Bro, that's 8 to 16 seconds. You got people right now doing the skibbities and, you know, like they're brain rotting every single moment. I'm pretty sure you have some nieces and nephews. My nephew has been watching the same freaking Shark Tale. Like,
all day.
Over and over. And like, that's basically everybody who was on their phone is super attached to something really quick.
Yeah.
So you just have to figure out a way to condense something just to like hook them into your music. And I think that's fun. I'm a gamer low key.
Yeah.
I be jamming like, okay, honestly right now I'm jamming like the worst games. I'm not even gonna say that. But back in the day, I used to jam the cool games like Halo and Call of Duty. So I understand like, if you think about the short form content thing as a game, like you gotta figure out the perfect angles and like what skills to upgrade, and then you can get a decent like route with it. But unfortunately, like artists are, it's like a weird connection with short form content and being a true artist. Because if you're a true artist, you're like, it shouldn't matter. That's why I don't really like to push myself as an artist. I'm just a fucking clown, bro. Like, I just be like, yo, if this is gonna bang,
is this gonna hit? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's tricky for a lot of people, and I understand that, but you just gotta adapt. Like, cause right now, back in the day, radio used to be like, that's the way that you gotta pop. Now it's TikTok dances and renegades and backflips.
Well, you said the key word there too, adapt. And I think the adaptability factor in something like where short term, you know, content where you have to have adaptability. Like, do you find yourself always trying to be on top of what's coming? Like whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, like what's your adaptability meter on a Madden rating?
Frick, honestly, on a Madden rating, bro, I'm like Troy Polamalu, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I like challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
And I also love the internet as itself. I think the internet is probably the coolest thing that's came here other since like what Pongi Popo is pretty tight too. Like, yeah, those are like my top 3 things. I've always been, I grew up on the internet. So seeing what's popping and thinking like with me and my friends, like, oh, can we do this? Is what gets me like excited to like start the day and shit. So that's why I feel like I'm always good at pivoting.
Yeah.
And that's really all you have to figure out is if you can pivot and not get stuck to fall behind, your art will always be relevant.
Woo. Hey, with that bar right there, okay.
I'm just quoting me and my boy Jerry. We used to talk about this in a parking lot in Costco, like all the time. So it's cool, like seeing that it's finally working. Because quite literally 4 years ago, we were working retail at Zoomies and being like, I wonder if we could be famous, you know? And now it's like we're not famous yet, but it feels like
making some noise.
Dog, it feels good. It doesn't feel like we're like the cringy type of like
content creator. Yeah.
Like, we just be walking. We'll be in Foodland and like some you know, some dark uncle who just finished like fishing, come like, bro, my kid likes your music, keep it up. I'm like, thanks, uncle.
Wow.
It's like,
so that's like confirmation on what you're doing.
It feels like we're doing what we're trying to do, and it makes sense. We have a place here.
And you talk about, like, we're talking about social media, and we're talking about like, you know, not knowing what's going to go viral, not knowing what's going to, but you got to keep hitting it. Like Michael Jordan said, you got to keep shooting the shots. No, something will hit, right?
Facts, yeah. Michael Jordan, Kobe. Dude, I read this dumb. Okay, I have like these kind of weird stints in my life where I feel like things isn't working, so I have to reinvent like my mindset. Yeah. And so I swear to God, me and Jerry were talking about this, but like I randomly was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever Kobe did. And I looked up what Kobe did. Kobe's like, you have to create the Mamba. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna create 808. Who is 808? And what is like the best version of him? And he's like, no fucking anime, no games. Yeah. Just sing every day, write every day, and like constantly work. And when you're tired, that's the best time to work, because like you want to convince yourself to like
Mamba mentality. Yeah.
And I was like, let me get on that, bro. As soon as that happened, like even when I don't feel like working and I try to lay down on my bed, bro, my body gets all fucking itchy. And I'm not trying to promote like the grind set, because that's kind of stupid. Like I feel like you should like love yourself, but I'm in a way, the way I'm at right now is like, if I'm not gonna die like not trying to be successful, like the most I can.
Man, come on.
Yeah, especially in what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and I think we talk about it too, because I think that this younger generation, you know, there is a lot of stuff more. There's more awareness to mental health. Yeah. There's more awareness to a lot of things that people don't, you know, like to talk about. You know, it was taboo, you know, growing up. Well, now they have outlets like social media where people kind of like, you know, that's some of a getaway for them. Yeah. Like, tell me something like for some of you, when you have these kids kind of saying, you know what, I watch your thing and you inspire me. Like, is that something that you kind of do for the younger people your age to try to inspire these youngsters?
Oh yeah, we get Keiki coming up. We try to throw these free shows once a year. So like, cause we don't want to gatekeep like the experience from anybody. But for the most part, it's like, it's beautiful to see that kids look up to us. It's also a little worrisome because we're stupid. Like we're walking around with like Maibo, like Boto shirts, and like we're out here promoting like, I don't know, just jumping off of rocks into water, which isn't really if I was a parent, I'd be concerned too. But bro, like I just want kids to know like you can have fun and be successful having fun. Yeah, you just gotta pivot it in a way where like at least everybody can feel included. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the reality of it, where you know you talk about things like adaptability, pivot. Like these are things that I think this generation needs to know. Because you guys do have like YouTube University. If you know how to do something, you go to YouTube,
come on, YouTube University, that's the one, bro. It's free.
And it's the reality of what you're doing, because that's what the reality of today is. Yeah. Like everything that I didn't know how to do, I went to YouTube.
Exactly.
And like when I see a lot of these, you know, content creators, a lot of their stuff is on YouTube, where that's kind of like Bible. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what their gospel is now. So is that something that you adapted to by saying, with my career, I'm going to make sure I kind of have everything covered, from content, from if I don't know something, I'm going to go find it on YouTube. Right, is that the mindset?
God, dude, no, like what you just said is exactly how we all kind of work, because we didn't go. There's no classes for this too. Yeah. And me personally, I'm potty as hell, bro. I'm stupid. Like as soon as I finished high school, I was like, okay, college is not for me. Yeah. I got to figure something out. I went to YouTube. I learned how to use FL Studio, produce, mix, like track most of my stuff. Not all. Yeah. Most of my stuff in my house. Learning how to play guitar there. I learned how to write. I watched Michael Jackson documentaries.
Hold on, wait a minute. You learn how to play guitar on YouTube?
Bro, yes, dog. Come on, like everything is there. You could probably learn how to build a rocket ship if you look like at the right places. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like you said, like information is so key, and the internet is so powerful nowadays that if you're not utilizing it, then the only reason why you're not successful is just because you don't want to be.
You're not doing the footwork, and like you're being lazy.
Exactly.
Because what you just explained was the reality of today. Yeah. It's the reality where if people are not using these resources, where everybody has access to, you know, to a phone, to a laptop, or whatever it is. But what do you have for your brand? Is that something that you're also trying to build along with your music?
I guess my manager's been talking to me about like how we need to figure it out. Yeah. That's his job, you know, like I leave all the boring stuff to my boy Kaden, and then all I have to do is rap and swim and jump around and dance.
When did you know you wanted to be a rapper?
Like 5 years ago. This is all new. My first dream was to be an astronaut, and my sister was a dickhead. She said, you know, people can die in space. There's no air. It's like, frick that. And after that, I was like, I'll be a doctor, because I'm trying. My mom saw me, so I was like, I'm gonna make her proud. Yeah. And then like after we graduated, I was like, dude, that's kind of stressful. As like I have to go to school for 10 years, and after I got a residency, it's so boring. Yeah. I just basically bossed up, and I was like, you know, Mom, I'll pay rent, I'll make you proud, I won't do crack. Like, can I be a rapper? And she was like, yeah, sure, yeah, just do it. Just make sure it's like the best thing, like, or just keep trying, and you know, make sure you're good at it. I'm like, oh, easy. And that's been the way for the past 5 years. I didn't even know I'd make it this far, to be honest. I expected to drop the first song and then get canceled. Because, you know, when you're asked in Hawaii, they're going to tell you. Yeah. And they did tell me, but I didn't really get shy. I was just like, all right, let's figure this out. And it just got fun after that.
And what's the game plan for your music? Like you have momentum with this song with Pilo. Yeah. Like what's something that's in your mind that you want to go forward with?
Right. I always got to show love to Hawaii. So we got a reggae project coming out. Boog's probably already told you, but he just murdered this song that I sent him. Wow. On tour. Like this guy's going places. Yeah. Dog, and it's so beautiful because like, Love Season, like, when I think of Love Season, I think of like, you know, dang, bro, I'm in Makaha again, and like, I have the fattest crush on this Hawaiian girl, and like, and the fact that he slid on my song, like, that energy, I was like, oh my God, dude, music is awesome. Like, there's no other explanation for that. And then we have like a Ka'ikena track we're trying to put together, and the whole point for this project is I just want to show Hawaii, like, no matter where my music takes me, whether it's California, Japan, like, I'm always gonna cater to like my home. Like, you know, I just want to put the people on as much as I can. Yeah.
So speaking of that, have you performed outside of Hawaii, or what's some places you've been?
Never. I've been to California. I went to Vegas for the first time. Super intense. I cannot live there. Like, it was trippy seeing like Filipino people like that look like they belong in Hawaii, but they're in the mainland. Yeah. You can't get that anywhere else. Yeah. Filipino people in California give off like Mexican vibes, you know, like they're all swagged out. Chuck Taylor, bro. The Filipino people in Vegas, you know, like the girls had like on the high like jean shorts. They had like the 3 necklaces on. They just was like, whoa, we're back at home. But nah, Vegas is too much for me. I'd love to try and do something in the mainland. I think we got something working in Cali next month, but it's all up in the air right now.
Yeah.
We just got to see how much pressure the music brings and, you know, how nice we can be with it.
Tell me how the Boog collab came about. Like how that whole, you know, where you guys had that whole interaction even happen at first.
Dude, that's the blessings of the internet, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I got to give it to Instagram and like the fact that our circles are kind of slowly like intertwined.
Yeah.
I know Les from a friend of a friend when I started doing reggae. I met him like in the studio. He's an awesome drummer, producer. He's just talented as fuck.
Shout out Ben Waller, man.
Shout out Dad of the Year, 100%. For, at least for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met him, talked to him, and then like hella random, like last week I get an email from him and it's like, Boog's verse, what do you think? And then like I'm like, bro, nigga, what I think?
Yeah.
Just drag it, bro. Like
You didn't reach out for the
I reached out, but it was fuck. You know, like it's buzzer beater. You and your boys are playing on the court, and like you guys are down 13, and you're just like, fuck, I'm just gonna throw it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna just throw it. Let's see what happens.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, and I just threw it out, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I knew he was on tour, so I knew it was like a super tiny chance, but bro, it's got to be God. It has to, there's no other explanation because we know
Boog
like that.
really well, and I think when he kind of sees something, you know, he'll reach out to me and Mustafa and he'll be like, hey, you know, this might be hot. So I think I can see like the interaction with you, especially when he told us, hey, you got to reach out to this kid, A-Row 8, where especially because the generation that's coming up.
Yeah.
We talk about with Feej how, you know, he had his hand in bringing up Boog and and I think this is an opportunity for Boog to kind of say, hey, you know, for him reaching out to us to kind of say, hey, you got to get this, that was big.
Nah, bro, don't make me cry on this, because that's crazy. No, the Fiji Boog, every kid in Hawaii knows, or every kid or every person who's in music knows like how beautiful that whole connection was, because like, bro, I basically created an empire with like their connection, and seeing how like they basically took over Hawaiian music and created these staple projects, like off just an idea is amazing. And the Justin Bieber thing. Y'all know about the Justin Bieber
thing? Yeah, we do.
Bro, come on, that's his favorite song. Okay, I'm a big fan of Justin Bieber because I love pop music.
Yeah.
But the fact that this white kid from Canada can be like, I wish I wrote Nice to Know.
Oh yeah, he said, you know this song? This is my favorite song.
Hawaii was so proud, like in that whole moment. And I like, that's kind of the high I'm kind of chased, because I'm like, yo, if they can do that for that song, then like what else is nothing is really
same thing you said with Pilo and with Boog. You never know who's watching or who's listening.
Dude, facts.
And when you do get the people like, oh man, he's listening to my song, that's crazy. Because that interaction I think goes a long way, because it motivates you as an artist to kind of say, man, they heard my stuff, so I'm going to try to do this and go further with it. Yeah,
because I don't want to flop being lazy. I'd rather flop just doing what I love. Yeah. At least I can't be embarrassed about that. You know, like you can always try, but I'm still tripping on the fact that these guys that me and my boys are looking up to we're at a level, because he randomly just hit me up during post Holo Holo.
Got it.
I went there. I wanted to see everybody. We snuck our way into the VIP section, and then like I see Rebel Soldiers. I'm running up to the bleachers. I'm like, yo, 94 Tunes, let's hop on a song. He's like, bro, I know you from my paho. I'm like, yes sir. And then I look to the left. Boogs is up there dancing. I'm like, Boogs, I saw you dancing. You killed it. And he's like, Oos, I see you. I'm like, bro, he's calling me Oos. Yeah. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like. And it's such a crazy thing that this all happened from me and my boys just staying in our room and being like, maybe let's not go to Moani's and work on music tonight. And you know, everything like slowly snowballed into this amazing moment. So,
and I think you're betting on yourself.
Oh, 100%.
Like for you to come out to Holo Holo, not a lot of kids are gonna say, "Oh, let's go to Holo Holo and kind of go do and take the route that you did." Like you know, work and kind of
so you don't have no plugs to get in over there, or you just
shoot, bro? The plug I got a smile and I got a loud voice. So
well, me and Wes know somebody, so we might get you in the next one. So
let me know. I wouldn't mind going back to Vegas, bro. Like let me know if you get me and my boys there, because the fact that I saw all these people we grew up hearing on the radio, and then seeing them live killing it, and all these mainland people. Okay, obviously, Maoli's not the same Maoli like we grew up with. Yeah, like we grew up with the old Maoli. Like I went to the mainland. I'm seeing these Howley guys in 10-gallon hats skanking to like new Maoli. I'm like, oh damn, the world's so much bigger than we think. No, shit is changing. Yeah, obviously for the better. Like the more people eat, the better. And I wish nothing but success to like anybody who's from Hawaii. But it's such an eye-opening experience, because the fact that he had to evolve there to get to where he's at, it kind of shows as a reflection of something I have to keep in mind. Like, do I want to stay like in this part? Like, do I want to keep making rap music, or do I want to keep bouncing around to try and figure out a new sound?
Well, I think it's cool, you know, like especially now with, you know, where the climate of music is. It's like you can't just be in one lane. Yeah, you know? You got to be versatile. You got to be able to, you know, if you can, you know, some people can't, but if you can, shit, why not, you know?
Facts, dude. Like Michael Jackson, like Future could probably cover like Man in the Mirror, but I don't think Michael Jackson's making like March Madness.
Yeah.
Like, let's be
no, absolutely.
You got
you adapt to the times too as well. Exactly. Like we talk, but I think you kind of have a good head on your shoulders where you do kind of notice the Michael Jacksons, you do notice the Boogs, and you know when you're kind of younger and you kind of seeing what your plan is to go there, you have so many different resources you could pull from. And I think that's what would draw interest to me with you, where you kind of have that go-getter mentality. And when you say go-getter mentality, like in this, I call it a lazy society because, you know, we're all on our phones all day.
Facts.
You gotta want to be who they're looking at. And I think that's something that I get from you, that's something that they're saying, okay, I got to see A-Row 8. Okay, I got to see what he's next doing. I got to check for him. Yes, like do you feel like yourself having to always update your content? I got to make sure my followers know what I'm doing. I make sure they know I got a new song coming up. Like what's your process of elimination for that?
Probably like a year ago, I wasn't like that, but it's all about like what weapon are you trying to sharpen?
Yeah.
Like, if we break down myself as like as a game character, I'm lacking in singing. Like I need autotune. Like you know, I didn't get into singing like my whole life, like most of my Polynesian cousins. Or like during church, our pastor would be like, "Yo, can you just clap?" And then try not to sing. You keep messing up the harmony.
You just be the clapper.
Yeah, I'm just a clapper. Yeah. I'm just a clapper, bro. It's all good. But I'm lacking in all these things, so I need to figure out what other weapon I need to sharpen. And obviously, I love content. I love being funny, and I even like just goofing around, having fun with my friends. Yeah. So that's just where I have to pivot. So the content thing is a lot easier for me rather than staying in my room all day and learning scales and how to do chords, because I don't like that at all. But you know, I just have to figure out what's working more. Maybe the stronger I get at singing, the less I can do it. But if I boil it down, like, can I afford to like just chill? Do I have the skills of Daniel Caesar right now? Can I just not do content and then drop a banger and then let it sit? No, dude, we're figuring this out. So I just have to play to my strengths and weaknesses. Hopefully that's an answer to your question.
No, absolutely, because I think it's the reality. We go back to the reality of this is what it is. Like, there's kids watching this right now. Like, man, I feel exactly how he feels. Yeah. Because you guys have so much going on. There's so much out there, right? You just kind of take it. Like, for you to admit that I don't know how to sing, you know, that takes a lot. Because a lot of people just think they can sing when they really can't sing.
Oh, you gotta lie to yourself to get better, though. But me, honest, like personally, bro, like we figuring this out like one step at a time. And I really try not to pivot myself as an artist. I want to say like I'm just a regular brother who's very obsessive over like being good at the stuff he loves. But isn't that like technically what everybody does? Yeah. So what is there to be proud? Yeah, it's just passion. Just be passionate. Just send them. Like don't be scared. Just do it. You know, and that's really all you have to do to be successful.
Yeah. So A-Row 8, how'd the name come about?
Oh, I used to go by Ro because I can't think of names for shit. Like my first dog was Doggy. Like I can't name for anything. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take out the letters from my name and then get stuck with Ro. And then we was running that, and then my brother at the time was like, dude, I type in Ro and like 13 Indian accounts pop up. And I'm like, oh, great.
The SEO was going
like, ooh, damn, bro, I'm not Indian. No offense, I love Indian food. But I was like, all right, 808 Hawaii steak. Like it was too simple of a joke not to make. And so we've just been running 808. The 8s are silent, so you can just call me Ro too, but honestly, at this point, you just don't call me Brob. Some random kid called me Brob, and I almost killed myself.
Or bruh.
He thought the H were B's, dude. Like, yo, bro, I love you, Brob. I'm like, bro, don't ever listen to my music, respect. Nah.
But we can see it, like I said, what we see is refreshing, because this is what the youth and this is what the upcoming artists are coming up, because there's so much opportunity for you. Like going for what's a collab later on down the line. Like you've had the Pilo, you got the Boog. Now you got some things going. Like if you had a wish list of artists to collab with, who would be on that list?
Realistically, shoot. Man, you guys always ask this question, and at this point, you think I'd practice this, you know? I really don't know. I love to work with...
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah, honestly, I love to work with Bieber, TBH. I was thinking of... I'd love to work with Cut Kenna, but that's happening. So, like, at this point... Dang.
Shout out Kai Kenna, man.
Shout out Kai Kenna, bro.
That's fam.
That guy is too fucking funny. And he sounds exactly how he talks. Yeah. So we were all tripping. I guess Stevie Wonder. I'd love to work with Stevie Wonder.
Man, come on.
It
seems like you got like, you know, like the old school stuff too. Like where did that come from? That come from mom and pops?
That's all mom and the radio, dog. Cause we growing up in McCall.
KSSK,
KSSK, come on, dog. Like Perry, that's my nigga for real. But nah. Frick, I hope he doesn't get disappointed if he hears that. But nah, I just listen to everything. Yeah. And anybody who's down to make music, I'm also down to work with. But yeah, at this point, I'm just keeping my brain open so I don't accidentally cage the sound. Because I'd love to get inspired from anybody who writes. Like, if Anuhea like hit the DMs right now, is like, we should make something. I'm like, I'll learn how to make a ballad song right now. Yeah. Because like, yeah, music is just too fun to not like shy away and try.
So shows, you got some shows coming up out here?
Fingers crossed. I got a boy band we go by Boys of the Ocean, aka Boto Bangers, but we're planning something crazy in September. And then I have like, I love doing a free show once a year, so.
Where's that at?
It's gonna be in Waikiki. It's gonna be right in front of H&M. It's always on my birthday, so we're gonna have it.
Yeah, where we're staying right there.
Yo, come true.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
right on the corner.
Right on the corner.
Hey,
nice.
Get you guys to MC it. Goddamn.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
We should. Come on. Like, you working. Everybody's working on this. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna have a free show. It's an hour long. I'd like to just busk it and then have all the boys make money. I take $5 so I can bus home, and then like it's super cruise, and that way like all the kids who are like, oh damn, it's a 21 and up show, they can be like, oh no, we can come here.
Yeah.
They pull up with the parents, everybody's cruise.
I've seen some people on that corner too.
Oh no, the B-boys, dude, yeah, B-boys. There's a family, like basically the Jackson 5 out there.
Yeah.
There's like the people doing the drawings. Waikiki's so chill.
OG over there.
OG over there under the umbrella. We're singing Billy Joel over there. There's a lot of street talent out there.
Yeah. No,
but I think
not as crazy as Vegas though.
Vegas is like
Vegas
the home of
intense.
that. Yeah.
Venice Beach, bro. You got to come out to Venice too.
Oh no, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. I really should.
When there is no shows knocking at your door saying, come do a show, do you find you and your crew kind of saying, let's make our own lane?
Every day we're trying to craft something.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're just trying to make a home for us. Because I wouldn't say we're orphans, but Hawaii is like super dejected to like anything that's too out of the box.
Yeah.
And like we don't mind getting teased because we basically grew up getting like getting shit on by like our homies. So it's low key normal. But we're just worried about like the future kids who want to do what we do, and then they'd get put down, and we're like, frick, we could have made like a difference.
Yeah.
If we paved that way for them.
Well, speak on that. Speaking to the future kid that's watching this right now, what advice you have for them?
Fuck, dog. Tell your mom you love her and eat your vegetables and just keep trying. Like don't go to sleep thinking that don't go to sleep not doing what you do at least once a day.
Yeah.
Like at least. There's like this random thing I saw on the internet where like you can become the top 5% of anything you do as long as you sink in like 30 minutes like every day for the rest of your life. And that's so trippy because like time is so like inexpensive, but like we just take it for granted. Bro, I almost sunk in like 8 hours of my life on rewatching Game of Thrones because I felt a little bit bored.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's such a slippery slope.
Yeah,
it really is. Because I was learning something on YouTube and I saw the little like, I'm not even going on it. But like, yeah, the internet's dangerous. You just got to use it wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you say who, shout out your crew, man.
Shout out the crew.
Boto Band, bro, Jerry, Jojo. Man, come over here and just go wave in front of the camera. I said your name like 8 times and you're over here like sitting over here.
You got the crew.
We got Jerry. Actually, it'd be easier. I'm gonna pull out my phone. I'm not trying to be like impolite, but there's 20 of us and we're all stupid.
Damn, 20.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a big crew.
Oh, we roll heavy.
Yeah.
They're not
You're
because
the only one doing music, or
we all do music. They all just suck.
Okay.
I only talk shit about my boys.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. Yeah.
But fuck, I'm gonna go down the list right now.
Go ahead.
We got Andy. We got Brandon. That's our own barber. What kind of group?
You got to have a barber in the crew at all times.
We got Brennan. He makes a brand like all the clothes. Shout out Alawai. We got Brock. We got Bryce, videographer. Chris, singer. Darius. He's our youngest member. He's like an amazing. Walk in here and get in front of the camera. What are you?
Come on, y'all. Come over here, dog. Come over here. I have a seat, man.
Who we got over here?
My dog. How you doing,
Devin,
brother? Hell
Dom,
yeah.
Ethan, Hush, Israel,
What's up, brother,
Jacob,
man?
Jericho,
Hell yeah.
Jojo. I can't say that name. Nelly, Ryder, Evan, Steez, Carlos, Troubleshooter, and then Van. It's just a bunch of boys, and we do literally everything. Like we got singers, rappers, videographers, designers.
Hey, that's.
Well, just knowing that what you just said with your team,
Yeah.
the advice we have for you guys is keep that squad together because you got a little bit of everything.
Because
Well,
we only compete against each other.
But when you get booked for something, it might not be everybody.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, we understand that. But
Yeah.
like the thing we like try to push right now is that the thing. Yo, just sit right here, bro. Yeah, my bad, bro. The thing we try to push is like when we do have shows, like you better expect to see us in the front row.
Yeah.
Like, we're all like our biggest fans.
Come on.
Because that's how it should be. Because like you come up into this bubble of Hawaii, like trying to do hip hop, you're only gonna see your friends and family, but at least you can guarantee that like we'll be there.
It's always the support system is worth everything.
Yeah.
And you kind of, with your own crew, you got your own support system built in.
And
100%.
Hawaii hip hop is different too, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's severe, bro.
Yeah.
We have killers. Mox is a killer. Big Mox is a killer.
Shout out Mox, shout out Ocean, shout out Hov, yeah.
He's super kind.
Angry
But I've heard
Locals,
the
man.
stories, bro.
Yeah.
I've heard the stories of him just destroying rappers' careers.
And he
bro,
can sing too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he could.
Yeah, Mox can sing.
Oh, dude, Mox and the fact that there's that much talent, and in no disrespect, like the fact that he's that talented, and he isn't as big as Justin Bieber, that should be like a reminder to me that I don't have time to be fucking around.
Yeah.
Like I have to make sure like the dedication is there, and I got to work to put like his talents in, because he inspires me.
Yeah.
And if I don't make it, then that's just disrespectful to him. That's the way I like to think about it. You know what I mean?
Everybody's opportunity is different.
100%.
Like, you know, some people get luckier than others. Some kind of put in more work than others. And I think with what we kind of seen in the scene is you got to be consistent and be heavy with your team. Always trust your team.
Yeah.
Like all the names you just named off was people that's obviously been around since day one.
Oh, facts.
So when you got them, out of that 20, one of you guys is going to blow. And you seem to be at the forefront of that. And I think once you kind of go up, all 20 of them come up with you.
I'm dragging these guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling myself every morning, like every night before I go to sleep, I'm telling myself I'm gonna be successful enough where like they don't gotta work. So
And that's what it is. You gotta have the squad to kind of believe in the vision.
Yeah.
And I think name the squad again is the
Boto Bangers.
Boto Bangers, man.
Boto Bangers.
Man, your boy.
Shout out Boto Bangers.
Shout out to Boto Bangers. Shout out A-Roy. Thank you for your time, my brother. We wanted to come here.
Keep your mentality, man.
Please keep this energy because it's refreshing. And I'm telling you, there's gonna be times that you don't want to be like this, and that's the time to be like this.
Facts.
Because I'm telling you, man. We'll bar on them one time.
He's barred up too, bro.
Boto Bangers, A-Roy, Western Conference. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, sir.
Bro.